Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about an extraordinary picture, one of my very favourite pictures from the 20th century. It's by the great Bill Brandt and it's called Nude Elbow, or London, and it was made in 1952. It's one of the most important photographs of the 20th century, and I find it still one of the most alluring and beautiful pictures to look at. It reminds me so much of that particular period in the 50s when Brandt was experimenting with lenses and with a type of paper being very contrasty and also huge amounts of interpretation. I've been lucky enough to see the negative to this particular image as I work very closely with the Brandt family. And this particular negative I think would surprise you in the sense that a straight print from it would show this young woman replete with lots of blonde curls, her hair cascading down behind her shoulder, and the side of her face very well lit as well. The arm is full tone and one can see detail below the arm and breast here, but in Brandt's inimitable style, he's taken this negative and made a completely different image from the material that he was able to work with. And that is, of course, the negative, knowing how to expose it allows him to print down into certain areas, the chemistry, and of course the paper being very high contrast. This particular print was made in 1971, I think, for his very first show at the Marlborough Gallery, who were prescient enough to understand that photography would be collected in the years to come. And they were one of the very first galleries to really start showing photography alongside painting. We know that Colnagi's did the same in the 19th century with Julia Margaret Cameron, but it's unusual for painting galleries to take on photography and multiples as Marlborough did. This particular print is extremely large for its size. It's unusual. It's got a signature in white ink at the bottom. I don't know if you can make out Brandt's signature there. And this was clearly made for an exhibition, as many of Brandt's earlier prints had no signatures, just a stamp. I happen to love the scale of this, although sometimes actually I prefer smaller, more intimate 10 by 8 inch prints that Brandt would make. In this particular case, the scale of it is absolutely perfect and seems to fit with the fantastic composition, which I love, this wonderful diagonal, these two diagonals running through the picture, almost supporting the face as a mask. And as I say, many different prints of this have appeared in various exhibitions. In fact, at the Museum of Modern Art about 5-6 years ago, there was a big retrospective of Bill Brandt's work, and there was one wall just with this particular image on it in various different sizes, shapes and forms. In fact, I seem to remember a print even larger than this in the show. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this fantastic picture by Bill Brandt and look forward to seeing it at our next Instagram post. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.